Welcome to the Intuitive Therapist Podcast with Janis Cohen, therapist, clairvoyant, empath, and medium. Listen in as she takes a no-nonsense deep dive into real human struggles and how to resolve them. Janis will share channeled information from her spirit guide team, as well as the angels and archangels, to help you master your emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual destiny. And now, Janis R. Cohen.
Hey y'all, this is Janis Cohen, the Intuitive Therapist here on the Intuitive Therapist Podcast. I want to talk today about something that I feel is so important for every single human being on this planet, and it's energetic hygiene. And while some people aren't terribly spiritual, there are plenty of people out there who are, and you understand how weighed down we can get from the energy of others and of other things. And given how crazy this 2020 year has been and all the horrible things we hear on the news about people, places, and things, it is so important to keep your energetic boundaries clean and clear and to keep your energy clear. And so this concept is especially relevant to those of us who are energetically highly sensitive too. And if you're a highly sensitive person, an HSP or an empath, then you can't escape feeling almost like you're drowning in the heaviness of the dense energy that exists in the world today and amongst the people with whom you come in contact. I know personally as an HSP and an empath that there are days consecutively where I have felt as though I've been run over by a Mack truck energetically, and I just can't get myself out of bed as quickly as I used to, or even be awake enough for most of the day to function. And so there may be times where I take a cat nap, or I'll have more caffeine just to get through my day. So I know that I feel that a lot. Maybe, I might have days where my emotions run the gamut for days at a time. Something which is very, very typical of me because I'm pretty chill. Like I'm pretty even keeled. I'm passionate, but I'm pretty even keeled. And so when I feel these things, I've learned to check in with myself and to see whether or not those emotions really belong to me. And if they do, I need to address them. And I'm so sensitive to energy. I'm sure that those of you who are listening to this, many of you feel sensitive to energy as well, I feel like sometimes the weight of the world's despair and sadness is kind of on my shoulders. And I feel it so heavily, and all of a sudden I find myself weeping or very, very sad, and for no reason, it seems. And again, I'll always check in, does this belong to me? And most of the time, I'm like, no, it comes from everything outside of me. And so I have to do a very, very good job of then clearing up my energy and protecting myself. And for those of us who practice psychic readings, like I do, who channel and do mediumship readings, and raising our vibration, any spiritual cleansing of others, this is especially important for you to incorporate in your spiritual meditation practice because sooner or later your energy will become depleted and you're going to become physically sick. I have had it happen. I've been wiped out. And it wasn't until I practiced a good hygiene and energetic hygiene regimen have I been able to recover and consistently be in a good place. So morning and evening cleansing really is a great practice to incorporate. And after each client or person with whom you come in contact, you can do it so many times during the day. Whether you've encountered somebody on the phone, every single person you've encountered on the phone, or email, or through social media, things you view on social media, things you hear on the TV, on the radio, and through text message. Got to clear your energy of all of that. Any contact with others who could potentially harbor negative and lower energies that have reached out to you or you feel or you've connected with have to be cleared. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. I'm going to share with you 2 exercises that can really help you clear your energy effectively. Now, the first exercise is one that I learned from John Edwards. He's a famous psychic medium, and I had done something similar to this years ago, but he kind of reminded me of it, and I want to share it with you. And the next, I'll tell you what the next one is, of course, after I finish this one. So the first one, there are about 6 steps. And remember, this can be done morning and night. This can be done any time of day, and it can be done quite quickly. Like I said, as many times as you feel like you need to do it. So first is, I want you to take each of your hands and I want you to rub them together as fast as you can for about 5 seconds, as if you were trying to create some static electricity, okay? And then hold your hands about a foot apart from each other as if you were holding an imaginary ball, right? Probably the size of a basketball, maybe. And next is, I want you to see or feel the ball as if it is a ball of light, a golden ball of golden white ball of light. Or it can be any color that you feel like is of the highest vibration for you, but usually like a golden white ball of light. Okay, and this ball of light looks like a ball, the moon, like a moon ball. Third, close your eyes and notice what you've been feeling and thinking about that you would like to clear your energy of, to get rid of from your mind and from your body. Just take a few moments, notice what you've been carrying around. Maybe it's the worries of different parts of your life. Maybe you are concerned about a relationship. Maybe money issues are coming up. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's health. Whatever it is, pay attention to that. Things that you hold on to. And I want you to identify those things with particular words. Okay? These include feelings. So you might say anger, frustration, stress, anxiety, fear of the unknown, finances, health, relationships, grief, loss, anything that is causing you stress. And it can be also physical. Okay, within this moon can go anything. Fifth, place each of those stressors, see the words or the energy or the actual parts of your body going into this ball. If your whole body hurts, put your whole body in there. If it's your arm or your wrist or your neck or your back or your foot, put that in there. Place all of those things one by one by one into the ball of light. And do it until you're done. Take time and see yourself releasing into that ball of light everything that is making you kind of tense up and tighten and stress out from. And then what I want you to do is I want you to release this ball of light with all of this stuff in it. I want you to see it going all the way up to the sky, all the way up to the cosmos as you separate your hands, releasing it. Now, last step. Shake your hands out so that you can rid yourself of the energy of all of that stuff. Then what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go wash your hands. And if you want to say a prayer as you're washing, you can. You can say, thank you, Spirit, for taking on the burdens that I have carried. Thank you for, in you I place all questions. On your shoulders I place all burdens. I hand all of this over to you. Thank you. And so it is. So that's one exercise. This next exercise I think is very powerful too. It's just not a white ball of light. It's called the God box. Many of you probably have either done this or heard about it, but I'm going to give you the steps that it takes to experience this. And while it's not the same as putting it into a ball of light, you are still experiencing the process of releasing, and you can do this as much as you want. So what I want you to do, really know that this God box is your way of releasing again the things that you feel worried about or concerned about, to God, to Spirit, to whoever it is that you believe in as your higher source of love and light. So first, you might want to find some kind of box that you like. Sometimes people take shoe boxes and they'll decorate it. Sometimes you have a beautiful jewelry box or whatever it is that you feel like would represent a way of giving to this higher power that you believe in. And if you like I said, you can decorate it. What I want you to do is you can cut some pieces of paper up. You can use sticky notes. You can rip pieces of paper, but have enough so that you can write down what it is that you'd like to put in the box. And on those pieces of paper, each piece of paper is a single issue. Okay? The issue that you would like to get help with or to release. So maybe it's losing 10 pounds, developing a healthier perspective on something, right? It could be making peace with something in a relationship. It could be having more energy, creating, starting a business. It could be anything that you want help with. It could be releasing pressure from having to do, be, or have something. It could be anything. It could be put your headache in there. See yourself putting your whole body in there, right? Same thing. Maybe you're worried about a particular outcome. Maybe you're concerned you want to get into school so badly you're worried about the entrance exam. Anything you want to put in there, including feelings, angst, anger, frustration, betrayal, worry, grief, uncertainty. Okay, anything. And when you're done, and after you've closed the box, I want you to recite this. Say, I give these worries to you, and you can substitute whether it's Buddha, Jesus, Spirit, God, on this day to hold for me so that I may release them and not carry them around anymore. Please show me the way to overcome them so that I can find joy, peace, and harmony in my life. Thank you. So that's the second exercise. And really, those two things are quite powerful. Skeptics would often say that just doesn't mean anything. But when you really have the intention to release and you experience a process of release, then there is a likelihood that you will release it. And like I said, this can be done any time of day. Just keep adding the items to the God box for care and resolve. You don't have to worry about taking them back. You are literally giving them to Spirit to hold for you, so you don't have to bear the burdens anymore. Even if it's the same thing every day, just thank Spirit for taking this burden from you and then wait for clarity about next steps. Energy cleansing is just as necessary as cleansing anything in our life. Cleaning our bodies, washing our hands, wiping down surfaces with germs, cleaning up our relationships with anybody else and ourselves. If we don't clean ourselves daily of the energy that we take on, knowingly or unknowingly, then sooner or later our symptoms will become clogged up. Our systems will become clogged up. And we're going to start struggling in ways that we don't want to. We don't want ailments to develop. We don't want to become physically sick. We want to be able to keep our energetic systems as clean and as untethered to negativity as possible. I hope this podcast on energetic hygiene has been helpful. Please let me know how you find it, and please let me know how you feel when you do these exercises. I wish you a blessed day, a wonderful week, and as always, live intuitively.
Thanks for listening to The Intuitive Therapist. If you like what you heard, the best compliment you can give us is to share this podcast with a friend. And be sure to give us some stars and a favorable review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.